Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. We're here for the European Journey review show. We're looking back at all the European football this week. So it's the quarterfinal, second legs of both the Champions League and the Europa League. I have got Luca with me, fellow Arsenal fan. How are you, my friend?
Big up everyone who's watching this, and obviously thanks for having me on. Big up Stephen. Both of our channels are looking very, very, very good at the moment. And also, let's keep up and let's grow our channels together, and then we help everyone out. So, big up on this Friday morning.
Absolutely well said, right? And yeah, obviously, keep channels growing, keep the support going for everyone else. Please do smash the like button, hit the share button, hit chat for it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, right? Please do that, right? And subscribe if you are new. Please do that now because we are supporting Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Simple as that. So, so we're gonna go through the chat comments first. Oh, the Atomic Puppet's already about the Phil Jones. This is saga. Talking Barca, nice to see you again. Might big up yourself. Might love your content. It means a lot, mate. It really does. We're gonna look at Europe. Hang on, just gonna put that up. We're gonna look at the results of the Champions League. Go through them one by one and give our opinion. Right. So, obviously we covered PSG versus Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich end up winning 1-0, but PSG with the away goal advantage end up going through. And yeah, what did you make of this game, Luca?
I thought it was a really, really good game on Tuesday night. I thought it was a really good game. Two teams were battling it. I thought Bayern done very, very well to defend, but I thought PSG were the better side because when I looked at the game, I didn't realise that PSG went through and away goals. I thought Bayern had to score more, or even go through with that win because I thought Bayern would have gone through. But no, PSG went through, so that was the complete opposite. But no, I thought it was a really good game. I thought it was much entertaining better than the Champions League final last year because last year was quite a crap game. And funny enough is, Bayern won 1-0 last year in the Champions League final, and it ended 1-0 this one as well. So completely different ground, completely different away opposition. But I thought PSG were the better side. I thought, yes, I know Bayern defended and they were looking for that second to go through. But no, I think PSG were the better side and well deserved, man. And like the look of PSG this season, they're doing all right. And on the Pochettino, yeah, we know the history of Pochettino. But no, the thing is...
hang on. Prove it, motherfucker. Prove it. Come on. Prove it.
Play the thing.
I've got proof it says otherwise, mate. So go on.
Yeah.
Go through my content and find a clip. Go on. There you are, motherfucker. If you want to believe they're gullible shit,
yeah,
right, then you are a gullible idiot. That's what you are.
Right? Oh, mate.
Fucking try me, right? Fucking try me, right? Why is it I have people here who are black then, you fucking idiot? Why? Right? We support we do not ever support it, right? And I've got proof that says both of us are completely innocent. Well, I know I'm completely innocent, but I've got proof that says he is as well. So try me, right? You believe some of this shit? Mug. Use a brain, honestly. Use a brain. Use a brain, right? And put him on timeout. But yeah,
Who's Matt?
I know who Matt is. Don't worry. But did he say it? No. No. He didn't. He didn't say it at all. Brain cells. Use it. Right. Think about it.
And up, stick up.
Dickhead. You really think I support him if he said it? Dickhead. Absolute dickhead. Right. Absolute dickhead. Dickhead. Right. So go fuck yourself. Right. Because I know the truth. Keep making great content, mate. Yeah, mate. And I'll do anything with whoever. Right? But I will not do it with racists. Right? And he never said anything. He never said anything. Needed to hear it at the time. But if you want to believe their gullible shit, go ahead. Go on. But yeah, back to the game. Yeah, I thought Bayern PSG. Obviously Bayern were going to come out all guns blazing to try and get the win. Yeah, it is. I'd say the probably the first leg was probably the better game out of the two. But PSG in the end did what they needed to do in order to get through. So. Okay. Yeah, okay. And here's another gullible idiot. I've seen it as well, mate. Right? He doesn't say anything. He doesn't hear it, you fucking idiot. And I've got proof to back up the point he didn't hear it. So keep
doing what
going.
you do, man.
Right? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Right? Brain cells gone. Goodbye.
Get him on the channel then.
Right? Yeah. Get me. Yeah. If you really think that, get on there, man. Get on here, man. Right?
Son,
Prove me wrong.
Morning, boys. Welcome to the lovely morning. A cup of tea in the morning.
Oh, I can't beat
How we
it.
doing, boys?
You can't beat it. Oh, we got some like dickheads in the chat today. Gullible idiots.
Gullible idiots. Gullible fucking jockey idiots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
big up Retro, mate. How are
I
you?
bet
Big
we've
up the
all
Arsenal.
seen it. We've
Big up
all
the Arsenal.
seen it. But there you go. Big up Arsenal as well.
And
Yeah,
a cup
big
of
up
tea as well. Make up the morning.
Yeah.
We're going to talk
Do you
about
know
Arsenal later.
Do you know what? Actually, we'll
PSG,
get to...
yeah? Let's talk about Arsenal then. The big Arsenal.
Forget Champions League. Could be sitting here all day. Talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
talk
we've
about
got to look
Arsenal
at
day,
he
man.
knows to
Let's just
score.
talk about
Talk about the
Arsenal
lovely
day.
Arsenal.
It's not every day Arsenal win 4-0. So
Let's go to the banter club. Right, here we go.
Arsenal will never win. Arsenal only win 4-0 once in the year. Once in the blue moon.
Yeah, all right.
Well, how do you feel then, lads, this morning after that win last night? How do you feel
great,
this
mate.
morning?
I feel great.
Mate, we were
I feel
brilliant.
good.
We were I tell you what, right? I say something about that. That was our best
Go on, then.
performance of the season. Okay, this is why can't we not do that every single week? Why can't we not do it most weeks, even if it doesn't have to be every week? Okay, we would love to see it every week, but still at least some weeks. Why can't we not show that consistency? Yeah, why can't we not start like that? Because
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wasn't confident in this game. I was expecting a really difficult game. Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, thank you, Talking Barca, man. Big up.
Thanks, Talking
But-
Barca.
Big up,
And
man.
all the haters.
Big up,
All the haters.
That's
Play the
the
clip.
thing that
Play the clip.
don't listen to the haters.
Play the
Mate,
clip.
this is what you're saying.
It's a nonsense. A nonsense. They wouldn't let him on the court.
Talking nonsense, mate. Nonsense. Go fuck yourselves. Mate,
Exactly.
yeah. Go fuck yourselves, mate. Honestly.
Look at the comments, man.
Like it's yeah, man. It's amazing that English did better and well in both European competitions because all leagues except EPL had 3 subs. EPL had too many games in short period of time. Also had 2 cup competitions. Wow, that's a
You
good
look at the
point,
stats.
Anthony.
It's weird.
You look at the stats. You look at the stats. Right. Funny enough that we both had the same shots and shots on target. Oh wait, we had shots. Does that say 5-0? I can't really see from here.
Kind of tricky. It says 5 shots on target,
Yeah.
7 shots. Yeah, that's 5 shots. Yeah,
Yeah, because
but
I
you
think
did to win.
I was quite shocked. I was really, really shocked because I did a preview with a Slavia fan, right? And the Slavia youth coach, and I wasn't confident, man, and they were all confident. And I thought it was a masterclass performance, yeah. And I thought we played really, really, really well. And we need that every single week. Why can't we not show that every single week? Yeah.
Prove it.
That's what
can do it. They got to show that performance from last night. Bring it to the game.
We've got Fulham on Sunday,
Yeah.
so we'll probably make Fulham really difficult on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bring it.
Oh yeah, we'll make it really difficult because you'll end up doing something stupid.
You need to make it. You need to show Arsenal Football Club is a great club. Show them players like, how you like. Come on, we could do this. We did it in Europa League on Thursday. You can do it on Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I get that. It's just that we've got a side.
We got West Ham tomorrow.
I mean, we got a side that doesn't. We got a side that doesn't do it. Unfortunately, we got a side that sits there, right? And
don't care. But you look at our club. We got West Ham tomorrow after morning.
There's another dumb break. Do you know what? I'm just gonna let him run. Go on, you run it. You run your mouth, fucking twat. Fucking twat. Go on, run
come
your
on
mouth.
the channel now.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Go back to putting horrible Tottenham. Bugger off.
Yeah, nah, just bugger off, mate. Right? I'm a fraud, yeah? I'm a fraud. Go on.
You're not. You're an Arsenal supporter. You support.
Nah, I'm a supporter of Children's Liberties Foundation, mate.
Yeah, I'm a team supporter through and through till I die.
Right? I'm a supporter of charity, mate.
And I support your channel. I support everybody. I support you too. You support me, and that's how it is. Support everybody. Support your channel and your charity. You need it.
That's fraud. That's fraud, isn't it?
That's not fraud.
That's fraud,
that's
isn't
not a charity.
Like that's
How can that be a fraud?
That's fraud, isn't it? Yeah. Right.
It's not fraud.
That's fraud. Dickhead. Absolute dickhead.
It's not a fraud. It's a charity foundation.
Fucking prove it, you motherfucker.
Don't listen to him, Stephen.
I'm not even listening to him. You go and run your mouth, mate. Go and run your mouth.
Haters, mate.
We're not listening to you.
That's your page, and that's how you want to do it.
If you want to be that gullible, right? Jog on.
Yep, exactly, Stephen. That's how both said, mate. I agree with you on that, mate. 100%.
No, so I don't want to collab with him. Why would I want to collab with him? Right? They're idiots. Right? Talk out their arse.
They're just horrible people.
Going back to that, the
Arsenal game, wasn't it?
The Arsenal game. It's not every day that Arsenal can't come and absolutely tear it up. Yeah. And it was great to see, but it's like, why can't you do this every time you go on the pitch? I mean,
because
I don't get it. I mean, Connor, if you want to come on, by all means, mate, I'll send you a link.
But you look at Arsenal last night. You're 1 and you're through the semi-finals. If you can get the final and win a cup and prove them owners wrong, you could do it. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Say Arsenal can win a cup this year, and they can do it.
Prove them wrong. Yeah, prove them.
Win a cup. Bring it home to Arsenal and bring it back to London. Like that. Like, you know, a bit like us. And they win a cup.
Yeah, Arsenal bringing that trophy back to London. No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've still got to play Mr. Good Evening first.
We've still got to play it Unai
Good evening.
Good evening. Hey, Connor, you right, babe?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, this chat's mad.
It's funny.
It's mad.
Mad morning.
Some people are fucking gullible.
The crackers.
Yeah.
And I've got proof, mate. You ain't. Fucking try it.
What the hell shit? What the hell is that noise?
Who's doing some DIY?
DIY.
Retro, I'm going to shave your beard off.
You are. I thought you were drilling, mate. I'm
shaving my face.
Anyway,
I'll shave your hair, Rob.
Connor, I want to know from you.
You want to see my hair? You want to see my hair?
Whoa. Oh, fucking hell, Jesus. Connor, mate, what did you make of the performance, man?
Well, I thought it was a complete performance from Arsenal. I think I was a bit upset that they took their foot off the gas. I mean, I know the tie was done pretty much in the first half, but it would have been nice to see, you know, go. I also thought there was I don't know, Slavia Prague. I mean, I don't understand what their game plan was. You know, were they just trying to ride it out and then hope to get something? I don't know. I think they were in, you know, pole position in that tie, and then they just threw it away. But, you know, credit where credit's due. I thought it was a fantastic performance. I thought Partey was excellent yesterday. Probably his best game, except from that his first game. I think that against United. I think this is one of the games he was up to. And I saw the stats this morning. I mean, the interceptions, the blocks, his pass accuracy, it was excellent. So, yeah, it's good. But it'd be interesting to see the team that Arteta plays on the weekend. So there's a couple of weeks now, isn't there, break? So see if he tries to take it seriously in the league. I mean, I doubt he'll make a lot. I think he'll make a couple of changes on Sunday because he likes changing the team around. But yeah, it was a really good performance from Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a great performance, and it's about time, man. I mean, how long have we waited for a decent performance by Arsenal? It's been nearly the whole season. So, yeah, it's about time. Yeah, I do feel that Slavia Prague probably did play a good enough game plan and probably should have took the game more to Arsenal. But again, in the end, you got to play what's in front of you, and Arsenal played that team very well. Where last week they were struggling. So, did we make the tie harder in the first leg? Yeah, of course we did. I mean, obviously we did. But there you go. So, Anthony, your thoughts? If Arsenal keeps up with good high performance at the end of the season in the UPL and goes to win Europa, does anything still change about Arteta out, or is it too late for that? It's for me. It's still Arteta out. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's not good enough.
You need change.
For what's gone on this season, it's not good enough. I'm sorry.
You need change at Arsenal Football Club. You need change. You need a new manager with fresh ideas.
Yeah, well, we just need a manager who knows what he's doing.
Yeah, we're the same. We're the same with Steve. We've got a big game tomorrow. West Ham at home tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's 12.
So, yeah, we're going to move to... Let me have a look. Villarreal versus Dynamo Zagreb.
Yeah, I managed to catch the last 20 minutes of that game, actually. Because
good evening, Matt. I think my players.
Oh, God. He's doing the NBA impression.
That's
proper impression, that is.
That is not an impression. That is not an impression.
That was not an impression, mate.
That was poor.
That was just. Yeah,
but 2-1 on the night. They go through 3-1 on aggregate in the end, and a convincing performance by him. And again, it shows Emery's just a specialist in this tournament. He has won it 3 times in a row, I think, with Seville. Yeah, and he got us to a European final with a worse squad. Right? Let's put it that way. So yeah, but what do you make of it, man? What do you make of it, Connor?
Well, I watched the last 20 minutes of the game, and by then the tide already. I think they were 2-0 up. I think Villarreal at that point. But yeah, they're very good at working the ball into the box. I think if you're playing against them, you've got to be a very good technical defender because they've got a lot of sort of skillful players, and they're 2 strikers up front. I think they played a 4-4-2 yesterday. They're quite hard to break down, Villarreal, but they've also got enough quality to produce chances. It's just whether they take one on. I think what's that player, that Paco Alcacer and that Gerard Moreno, very, very good players, 2 very good strikers. I don't think it's going to be as easy as what some fans are going to be saying because, I mean, Emery knows a lot of the Arsenal players. You know, he's a specialist in competition. This was his 21st back-to-back knockout win in the Europa League. So, what you know, what I mean, it's a fantastic record he has, and you know, I sort of hope deep down that Villarreal get a result over Arsenal because I think it would just prove
I hope they do. Arsenal win.
That's
game, Connor. Yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah, because I feel sorry for everyone who was treated not only by the fans but by the players.
I think we'll beat Villarreal.
It was like cover Arsenal. It was
I think we'll beat Villarreal because I know Unai Emery's got that X factor. I know Unai Emery's got that European record, but still, I just got a feeling that I know he knows Arsenal, but we know them as well. We know Emery plays the ball from the back. But I reckon we can beat them.
Luca, I know we won 4-0, but calm down.
But the problem is, right, if you do win that, you may have Man United. We may have Roma.
You know, playing United isn't... I mean, Arteta hasn't conceded a goal to Solskjaer yet, and he's played them 3 times. So I don't think... If Arsenal get to the final, they get United. I don't think it's something to be like concerned.
Look how I'm going to Solskjaer, right? He's a good manager.
I don't know.
Arteta has an edge over Solskjaer.
He's only going to look at both managers. Put it in the picture. Arteta is a Spanish magician, and you've got the Nigerian mastermind. But you look at both managers. Arteta's got through. Man United's through as well. There's only 2 teams left in England in Europe, and that's Manchester and Arsenal. And it's tough.
Yeah, it's a good point. But yeah, Connor, what do you say, mate? Do you think Arsenal can batter Villarreal and get through to the final?
You won't be able to batter, especially a Europa League.
Beat them. Let's just beat them at least.
Yeah, I think you should. You have better players, but then I just think that Emery will really be going for this. It's a semi-final. He knows this competition. You know, he's got a good team, good style of play. And, you know, I know I mean, look, Emery isn't a fantastic manager in terms of the way he plays. You know, he does they make a lot of silly mistakes. Every club he's gone to, you know, the way he likes to play, you can always catch them out. But then again, look at Arteta. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the amount of teams that are beating Arteta, even teams that you think shouldn't be having a chance. You know, you haven't. I think. You haven't even beaten Burnley this season because you lost and drew against them, didn't you? Do you know what I mean?
I think we've lost as many games as we've won, which is 12. Yeah.
So I think Emery, I mean, he'll get his game. I think, you know, he'll do his game plan and get it spot on. But it's away, the first one, isn't it? It's at Villarreal. So it's a good opportunity for...
Hard.
Yeah, it'll be a good opportunity for Arsenal to try and, you know, we're away first, get those away goals, and then...
Come back to Emirates and Emirates.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard. Good look at, like, Europa League. It's tough. Competition, it's tough. It sounds tough this year. It's going to be a tough one. The league. Because the challenge is the same. World competitions are not easy. It's hard. We were there.
Emery would definitely be going all out for it, and aren't to be underestimated. Worse off, they have Gerard Moreno, who's got 26 goals and 9 assists in all competitions. This is going to be a big test for Arsenal, indeed. Very well put. Very well put. And of course, it's going to be a massive game. I don't personally feel we will. I just don't. I feel that Emery is the better manager.
You're going to win.
And they're better as a team. So, and when it comes to this competition, Emery sort of literally is like his own little specialist, which is why I actually think Villarreal will probably win it, to be honest.
But you've got to
think need to win it, but I think Villarreal will win.
You need to win it. You need to prove them your honours wrong. You can Arsenal can win something this season.
Nah, we won. We don't deserve to win anything this season, to be honest.
Neither does. And if Everton this season has been a washout.
But we're going to move on to Man United versus Granada.
Granada, wasn't it? I thought
Granada. Right. Granada like a banana.
Banana.
Yeah. Arsenal winning and actually I nearly stayed in hospital again yesterday. They were worried about my potassium levels, man. Oh God. All right. That's a long story. But long story short is that's been going on since my last. When the spleen was removed, right, the platelets go up, right. So that means when they take blood, the platelets release potassium in the vial. So what's actually being in the blood, and what it actually reads in the blood as a reading, is not what it says when it goes down to the lab. Then in the lab, because it's splitting in the vial, the potassium is being released. It goes up like a shot. So it looks like my heart's about to stop because you have too high potassium, your heart stops. So they were worried about that, but I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I told you, it's recorded. It's cool. It's all cool. Right? But the lines are open if anyone wants to join and have their say. For any idiots who think they can prove me wrong, but there you go. Right. Man United versus Granada. 2-0.
What a game. That was been my last night.
The only issue I have with United is that if you've got a team, United win games, but they both legs against Granada, because I watched the first leg against Granada. I didn't watch the second leg, but what they do is they're very good at playing. It's not the fact that they play counter-attacking football, but they want you to play. They want you to play football against them. It doesn't matter which team they want you to play. And it could be, a League Two team or Manchester City. They want you to play football because they're so fixated on just winning the ball back and then going to create a chance and go and score that goal. That's it. We've done our job. But that's because the coaching staff they've got. I think they've got Mike Phelan, Carrick. They're not, fantastic coaches, British coaches. There's no foreign influence on that bench except from Ollie. All the coaches are English or Irish. Like Kieran O'Hara was Irish.
No, I don't say that. It's just that. Also, I would also say is that with Carrick and Phelan, they've been around sort of a Man United they mainly that Man United have been that they're so fixated on their the Man United way, which is just attack, right? So they don't actually sort of think about how to sort of break teams down and break, say like a low block and how to break it down. That's what I see as well. I don't think it's just because there's no other foreign influence on the bench as such. I think it's just to do they're so fixated on the philosophy of Man United. But yeah, what do you think, Connor, to that? Do you agree with that?
I do think a lack of foreign influence on the bench does, because it's, you look at some of the fantastic players like Bruno Fernandes. The drop off from Bruno Fernandes from Christmas has been massive. He's been so poor since Christmas. hear of Bruno Fernandes anymore like you used to. You know, you look at Paul Pogba, what a player he is, and all these talented players. The football, once Man United actually moved the ball quickly, they're a fantastic team. Against Tottenham, that second half, they were fantastic. The way they were moving the ball quickly, it shows there is promise there. But why don't they do it consistently? Why does it have to take for them to go behind? Or because even Ollie got asked, someone said to Ollie, why do you have to why do you start to kick in when you go 1-0 down? He said, well, it's a good thing, but it's also a worrying thing. But it keeps happening again and again. Obviously, they're getting the results, so can you complain? No. But Man United shouldn't have to get a kick up the arse when they go 1-0 down every time. And
sure, yeah, I agree.
And they should get. I think they get Roma, don't they? Next, they should beat Roma. They should beat Roma, but it's going to be a very difficult tie because Roma are very good defensively. They're an Italian team. All the Italian teams are very good defensively.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. The Italian teams are.
But I think even across both ties, it's going to be difficult to say, well, they're going to go through. Man United should go through against Roma. Arsenal should go through against Villarreal, but it's not as clear-cut as it seems, And also it depends how Man United play against Roma as well, will they just sit back or will they try and take it to them? You don't know of United now. You don't know.
No, it'd be our one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because they're playing a Roma player who's a good side.
Do you think Man United could win this?
Oh, yeah.
I reckon they could, myself.
They're probably the favourites. They're favourites, but they just can't get through a semi-final. If they beat Roma, they'll win this competition because they need that final.
Yeah. But we'll have to set and see into that semi-final because obviously they've got to play Roma, and Roma, though they ended up in the draw, ended up winning 3-2 on the night. Ajax again were dominant side in that game, but they couldn't make it count. Another decent game of football, but unfortunately, Ajax again not good enough, and Roma go through, and what do you expect?
It's mad. Football is mad this season.
Of course, football's mad this season. Links in the chat if anyone does want to come on. But yeah, Connor, what do you make of Ajax Roma? Because I was surprised, to be honest. I thought Ajax would get through.
Yeah, no, I thought Ajax would get through, but look at those possession stats, 72%. What does that show about Roma? A good defensive Italian team. Don't mind sitting back. I think it was that tie was quite close. They both got really good players. You look at Roma, they've got Dzeko, Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini, all top really good players. And Ajax, I don't think they weren't allowed to include Haller, were they? Because they didn't submit him. So they didn't have that focal point in front. And obviously Onana's been banned for 12 months, their goalkeeper, because of the drug thing. So they were without a couple of players, Ajax. But even then, I think on the night, I think Roma were just probably slightly better. They win cruise control 2-1 on aggregate already. So, yeah, I think even if they won 1-0 Ajax, Roma would have gone through on the away goal. So the pressure was on Ajax, and it showed, didn't it? Roma were happy to sit back.
Yeah, please do share on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Please do share it now. Please leave a like, share it, and invite people to subscribe. We get monetization. We give everything to charity. Fuck all the haters. Fuck these wankers that say that I don't, right? Fucking prove it, right? Because I can prove it straight there and then, right? So donate or subscribe so we can then get money to donate, right? I don't get a penny. Never will. Never will do, right? So as for the haters, prove me wrong. Go on. Try it. Right? But please do subscribe. Do subscribe. We're on our way to 1K. Beyond the Post is with us. Just for any haters out there, right? Beyond the Post is here. Right, how are you, Nitish?
Arteta in.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, God. I knew you were going to come up with that. Go on, then. Come on. Let's hear it. Like, my Arteta's a masterclass, right? Told you do this, told you do that. Yeah, go on.
I don't need to say anything. You just said it.
I love it. Yeah. Oh man. Honestly. Yeah. What do you make of the game, Nitish?
We dominated a team that was missing a couple of players. We know why, and first team players. So we were supposed to win it. We did it in style. We played some of the best football of the season. And if we can do this week in and week out, this new tactic works with Granit Xhaka as left back, not in the midfield. And Danny Ceballos is suddenly improving because his career, his contract at Arsenal and his career is more or less getting over now. So this happened last season as well. I don't mind if we win the Europa League, we get into the Champions League, something that no fan would have expected, directly jumping from being in the Europa League, barely in the Europa League, directly jumping into the Champions League. So our goal is set. Even Martin Keown came out today and said that it will be Arsenal versus Manchester United in the final probably, and Arsenal can win it. Hopefully, let's see if we do.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, hopefully we'll see. But yeah, I think we were talking about Ajax and Roma just before we moved on to the Champions League. What do you make of it, mate?
I hope Roma can knock out Manchester United.
Yeah.
Sorry, apologize. Ajax, not Roma. Ajax. Ajax turned it around.
Ajax turned it. I thought it was Roma went through.
No, Ajax went through.
No, Roma went through. Roma did.
Roma went through.
Roma.
Yeah, Roma went through.
Yeah.
I saw in a post someone put up that Ajax went through. Apologize,
mate. Roma went through. Roma went through.
Yeah, sorry. Then Roma itself. Sorry, apologies. Roma. I hope Roma knocks out Manchester United.
Okay. And those games will be on the 6th. For the first leg will be 29th of April. Second leg the next week after on the 6th of May. So, and we will be live for Arsenal's games on that. But yeah, looking at the UCL results now, and obviously we did PSG Bayern. We're now looking at Chelsea, Porto. Porto, in the end, were beating them 1-0 on the night, but getting knocked out because of away goals. That's why I think Roma doesn't have what it takes to beat Man United, especially with their struggles against Ajax. I read that one. United versus Arsenal, the final. The United easy win. Atomic, I don't know whether to believe you or not. I don't know. But yeah, what do you make of it, mate? Yeah, what do you make of it of the game, Nitish?
The Arsenal one, right? Sorry, I was just checking. That guy's deleted the post. Sorry, the Chelsea Porto one. Apologies.
Chelsea.
I feel that Chelsea was only trying to defend. They have defended well in that game. But again, Porto tried to threaten the Chelsea defense, but they really, Chelsea, if Chelsea can defend that well, I give credit to Tuchel as well for that system that he has set up, the defensive one that maybe Lampard didn't have because of the open style of play that they were playing under Lampard. But at the end, they did concede a goal, but it wasn't enough. So they held on. They went with the plan that we'll hold on to our lead, and they did get a few chances as well, but those didn't convert either. So I think the plan was just to hold on to the lead and not overcommit forward, so that they would be exposed at the back, and they played that tactic really well. And Porto, unfortunately, even though they tried pushing forward, they could not break down the Chelsea defense, which was solid on the night.
Yeah, Connor, what do you make of it, mate?
Well, they had the job done in the first leg, but I really like what Thomas Tuchel's done, because he came in early January, signed no one, completely changed the formation, style of play, and they've become one of the most difficult teams to beat in the league. They're in a semi-final, and I think people need to actually realise what a fantastic job he's done. I don't know what the league table would look like if you started it in January, but I know they'll be up there. I think it'll be interesting to see the development of Chelsea, whether they get to the final, whether they win the FA Cup. They've got the semi-final tomorrow against Man City, and whether they get top four, which I think they're capable of doing. But I think a job well done. I think, yeah, they lost on the night, but they had the job done and they were very, very happy. And now I think they've got Real Madrid. I think they'll beat Real Madrid. And just another tie, another game finished for Tuchel, and another win. So I'm sure he'll be happy.
Yeah. Retro man, would you make of that performance by Chelsea in the game and the tie in general?
Yeah, I think it was a good. Just like I said there, Chelsea were, they've got the stats there, man. They're still beating them by getting beat 1-0 against Porto, but they're through now. So if they can beat Madrid, if they can, but depends on how Madrid can play. And the next leg, see what happens. But Chelsea should have won that by the skin of the teeth. They're a good side, but they should have won it by a milestone.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the Chelsea got the job done in the first leg. If we look at it, and yeah, it just feels to me like Chelsea are doing what they did in 2012. Like, you remember how they got rid of their manager halfway through? Like, they get Di Matteo in, they get their way to a Champions League final and end up winning it. And it feels like what they're doing here, but this time they've got a better squad than what they had.
Have a good squad. They have like Havertz, Werner. They got Ziyech, Ziyech. But
yeah, yeah. But,
I'm back.
Yeah,
he's back.
What do you make of the Porto Chelsea game before we move to the last two games?
No, I thought it was a really, really good game. I watched the highlights. I didn't really watch the game. I think Chelsea-Porto, I think it was quite a boring game to us because it looked like it was ending 0-0. Chelsea felt like they didn't really have anything to play. They were 2-0 up in the tie. It was quite a comfortable and 2-1 on aggregate because Paul Merson said on Gillette in midweek, he's saying Chelsea were very, very well in the first leg, and he's right. I think Chelsea in that first leg got the job done pretty much. We knew they were going to go to the semi-final, Chelsea, but I thought the performance was just quite boring, and Porto nicking the goal in the last minute. Yeah, good win for them at Stamford Bridge, but it wasn't enough.
I'll just say it was similar to what we did against Olympiacos in that second leg, and again, I would never advise any team to do that, honestly, because if Porto had scored, like say maybe towards the end of the first half, then Chelsea would have been in trouble because their game plan was to defend. Unfortunately, Porto is not that great an attacking side and Chelsea defended well, that they got an early goal. But if there would have been an early goal for Porto in that game, that could have been meant a lot more trouble for Chelsea, who had set up completely in the defensive mold, and they wanted to only defend and hold on to the first leg lead.
Yeah, Chelsea will definitely get a better test against Real Madrid.
But do you think they'll beat Real Madrid though?
I don't know. Hang on, we've got Ramos, Varane, Hazard, Carvajal. In fact, all players will be back except Lucas Vázquez, who is out for the season. But yeah, that's going to make it even more difficult for them. Can they beat them? They can. I mean, they went up against Atletico Madrid and did it, but it's not going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy at all.
Yeah, but Real Madrid have got weaknesses. You know what I mean? Their defense is not all that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, of course. What do you say, Nitish? Quickly, in sort of a one-word answer, will Chelsea go through?
I said they will win the Champions League.
They said they'll win the
If you
Champions
remember.
League, so yeah. Connor,
Yes.
Retro,
Probably yes, if they can beat Madrid.
right? Luca,
I think they'll beat Real Madrid and then lose in the final to PSG.
They've got to beat them. They've got to beat
yeah,
Madrid.
I think they'll beat Real Madrid and lose to Man City. I said Man City to win it, so Man City to. So do you think Zidane is like Emery, that they've seen it all and have what it takes to go all in and win it? That could be the case. They've got the experience. They've won it. I mean, win it 3 times in a row. You've got the experience. So yeah, most definitely. But we moved to, speaking of Real Madrid, we moved to Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Ended up 0-0 on the night. Means
What a
Liverpool
boring
lost
game
3-1
that
at
was.
I know it
Yeah,
was.
I think Real Madrid made it a boring game. Right? They shut them out and made it look like a boring game. So they say they got defensive weaknesses. They did pretty well defensively to hold out against Liverpool. But yeah, Nitish, what do you say? Well,
It wasn't actually a boring game. It was like, if Liverpool fans have no right to complain about Arsenal's finishing, the way their players finished off some of the chances or took some of the chances against Real Madrid, Salah, Mane, and these guys, they have no right to complain about Arsenal's finishing anymore. They had really good chances right through the game. Had they taken any one of those, it would have been actually a game where Real Madrid would have had to do something more. But the finishing from Liverpool was pathetic, and they have no right anymore to complain about us.
Yeah, Connor, what do you make, mate?
Well, I think it was a good performance, but they just lacked that clinical edge. I mean, if they actually had put the ball in the back of the net, I'm sure that it would have been a much closer game than it was. But 3-1 on aggregate against Real Madrid, you know, it's difficult to come back from that. Whether you play good or not, it's difficult. But it's a shame because I don't know what's next for Liverpool now. I don't think they'll get top 4. I don't think they might. Hopefully, if Man City or Chelsea win the Champions League, it opens up an extra spot for Europa League, and they might sneak into that. But that's more hope. But then there's still teams like PSG and obviously Real Madrid in the competition. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult. But yeah, Real Madrid will be happy with that.
Yeah, Retro.
Yeah, Liverpool, Madrid. Yeah, just like what the Liverpool fans did to the bus. I said the other day about the bus and all that. Madrid.
Oh, the bus. Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting.
That was shocking. Never finally to get it great.
Those fucking minority fans really spoil it for the majority.
Those fans are not real fans, mate.
Those fans that
disgusting.
Do you know what? I saw someone put up someone sent something to us, and it was Jurgen Klopp about online abuse, right? Online abuse, whether YouTube, social media, right, has no place in football society, right? Just get that in your heads, right? So yeah.
Back to the game. So Liverpool, yeah, boring game. Wasn't good for Liverpool. They're not going to get there. They're going to get probably this season though. They'll get nothing this season. They're just not good enough. It's been crap all season. Liverpool. They haven't had a good season. They're not had a good season at all. But for Madrid to get through, God help them if they do beat Chelsea. But they got through on the 0-0 draw. 0-0. Boring game. But for me, it's a Castle fan. For me to look at that, say, yeah, we can beat Liverpool this season. We can beat them. Chance to beat them, but depends on what happens.
Yeah. Luca, mate, what do you say?
You know what I thought, right, about the Liverpool-Real Madrid game? I thought it was quite a boring game. And the thing is, I was expecting Liverpool to win the game, but not qualify. I went for a 1-0 prediction, which still would have got Real Madrid through 3-2 on aggregate. But anyway, no, I thought it was a really, really boring game. I thought Liverpool had that good 10-minute spell in the first half. right at the beginning of the game. We thought we would have seen a proper comeback. And if that would have gone in, maybe it would have given him a little bit of confidence. But the second half was so boring, man. Flat out. And I kind of wish I watched the Dortmund and Man City game, but I didn't. I thought I'd watch it because I thought I would have that feeling that Liverpool would get a goal like in the last 20 minutes and nick it in the last minute. But
yeah,
Real Madrid were attacking and they had little moments, but they were just going there for a draw, man. And then Liverpool,
they did the job they needed to do, though.
Well, yeah, they did.
They didn't care.
They just went there to They just went there to defend. It just felt boring. But the thing is,
they didn't get
on another night, Liverpool, if they had their fully fit squad, like they missed Van Dijk, they missed Gomez, they missed Henderson, they missed Divock Origi.
Yeah, but so did Real Madrid. Look at the players they missed.
Yeah, they missed Ramos, Varane, Vasquez.
Got a good side.
Yeah, so they miss players as well. So like that's why it just makes it more sort of even the fact that Real Madrid over the two legs were a better side. So go through. So
and Klopp was stubborn. Klopp should have never started Firmino. Jota should have been starting that game. I still don't get it why Jota didn't start that game. It should have been Jota starting that game. Seriously, he is the guy in form. Firmino hasn't scored for I don't even remember how long now. He's forgotten how to score.
I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't get it at all. But we're gonna move to last game: Dortmund versus Man City. Man City they win 2-1 in the end on the night, which meant they won 4-2 on aggregate. It looked like that they were gonna. They looked very shaky in the first half, especially when Bellingham got the opening goal. But I think second half they regrouped and came out a much stronger side. And again, like Phil Foden on the big stage, right, getting the goals for him, it shows what a talent this guy is.
He's
Connor, what do you make of Foden and Man City's performance?
I think Man City were actually quite lucky in both legs. To be honest, I don't think it was a penalty, and I think that Bellingham goal that he scored at the Etihad should have counted. But nonetheless, Foden, what a player he is! I think it's everyone complained that. Well, I don't know how Pep can say he's a good player when he only comes off the bench for 5 minutes, but it's all about bedding him in. Now he's actually starting games. Now he's actually producing. So those 5-10 minutes coming off the bench, and I think he got like 60 appearances off that, has actually helped him. And now he's a first-team starter. You know, he's keeping certain players out of the team, like Bernardo Silva. Sterling didn't even get a look, and didn't even come on Sterling. You know, what does that tell you? And it's so good to see an English
he came
talent.
on at the end.
Yeah, it's really good to see an English talent thrive. And Man City, they're probably the favourites, aren't they? They're still on for the quadruple. And they're gonna win the Premier League. They're probably gonna beat Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. You know, I think if they win the Champions League, I think Pep actually might leave. I've got a funny feeling he'll leave because that's all he wanted to do, and that's what Man City want. But it'd be interesting to see, how many cups they win this year.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, beyond the post, what do you make of the tie-in Foden as a player?
We all know among the youngsters, Saka, Greenwood, whatever youngster player you want to put in that category, Foden is the best. We know that without a doubt. But the other thing is, Man City were lucky. First leg, that goal, as Connor said. Second leg, not a penalty. Ball played from the head onto the shoulder or arm. That is not a penalty. That is not intentional in any referee's book. In the rule book, it's not a penalty. They have been gifted a goal, like one goal taken away from Dortmund in the first leg, a goal gifted to them in the second leg. I said if they don't go through, they will be nothing more than an Arsenal in the Champions League, because every season they come out and compete and get knocked out in the quarterfinal. With VAR helping them out, with everything going in their favor, they have gone through. Yes, they played some good football, but everyone will talk about how Dortmund got unlucky in that leg, in the second leg as well. Overall, if someone says Manchester City, did they deserve to go through? It will be a 50-50, but they play once once they got the penalty goal, they stepped up, and Dortmund were dejected. They felt that the tie was done. So I do feel that City have gone through because of what they did after the penalty goal, but then Dortmund were totally destroyed by that refereeing call. Because if you see how Emre Can reacted to the penalty decision, he was like, how is that seriously even a penalty? And he was praying that obviously VAR sense prevails and VAR rules it out that it's not a penalty and it was not a foul or a handball. But that didn't happen. And at the end of the day, now if Manchester City have gone through, will they get such decisions against PSG or against maybe in the final? I doubt it. It's just that Dortmund got brushed aside because of certain VAR decisions, but I don't think it will happen in the semi-finals. So Manchester City are now, you can say, all on their own. If they can beat PSG, then they will go through. Otherwise, if the likes of Mbappe start playing, then Foden and co will not be even seen on the pitch.
Yeah. Retro, what do you make of it, mate?
Yeah, it was not a bad game for Man City, but yeah, we were being reported that it's just how Dortmund couldn't beat Man City. You know that face. You know the goal from that young lad. You know it's Phil Foden. You know he's a British talent of any football club in the world. He's British. He's a good player. He could, if Pep wins the Champions League, he'd be gone. He was saying bye bye Man City. What wants to do? He wants to win the Champions League and get away from the club. But the good side Man City, but Dortmund were very, very lucky, you know, to not get through. But it's football. You can't win every game in football, so that's it. I hope Man City do well and win the Premier League as well. But
yeah, Luca, mate, what do you make of it?
I didn't really watch the Man City game, but I didn't watch the game. So, but what I will say is, I think it's a good result for Manchester City. And what Connor touched on, maybe Guardiola could leave if Manchester City win the Champions League. Because personally, in my hands, do you really think he's going to leave? Because I know it does kind of make sense if they do win the Champions League this season, because that's the only trophy Manchester City are looking for, and that's what he really, really wants with his club. So if he does leave, then he can leave on a good high. But the funny enough, what I will say is on the game, I didn't see the game, but what I will say is I think it was a good result for Manchester City. I think getting to the semi-final, they're going to have PSG, runners up with the Champions League last season. I can't see Manchester City beating PSG, but they can beat them, right? Because they can beat anyone. City have got the players to do it and they've got the mentality, but it all depends on the night. But I think overall, it's all good rounds beating Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund is a very difficult place to go to, and if Guardiola does leave at the end of the season, would Manchester City be the same team? Would Man City be the same team? Would Man City be able to replace that man? Because if you do, then you're gonna have to go out and go and get someone like Simeone for assistance, or get someone young. Because who's going to replace Guardiola if Man City win the Champions League this season?
They may consider Nagelsmann.
But would he be good enough? Would it be good enough for Manchester City though?
Yeah, that's problem. Would be good for Man City. Yeah, would it be good for that job? That role of that big football club. You know what I mean? Who they want in? Do they want look at there, the manager, they want someone good, someone young and talented. But who they get in, Luca? That's the problem, isn't it?
I don't think Guardiola will leave. I honestly, even if they do win the Champions League this season, I don't think he'll leave.
Yeah, they're going to lose the best players in the summer. They're going to lose Aguero. He'll be gone. But who going to place Aguero at Man City?
I wouldn't be surprised if Vincent Kompany comes back to the club and I wouldn't say being the manager, but you've seen it with Lampard at Chelsea. You've seen it with Arteta at Arsenal. Arteta's not really an Arsenal legend, but you've got Lampard, you've got Solskjaer at Manchester United. So
Yeah.
there's talks of Steven Gerrard wants to replace Jurgen Klopp in the future. So, mate, all these interim managers, right, all coming in. I won't be surprised if company. I wouldn't say he'll get the job, but I won't be surprised if he's involved in something.
He's a good
club.
player.
So,
I mean, Vincent Kompany is a good player, man. Said he's won the best.
He's won everything apart from the Champions League. So,
yeah.
I think it's either Nagelsmann or Eric Ten Hag. Either one of those may come because they have set a playing style under Guardiola. They may not want to go into a defensive side of things. Like as you mentioned, maybe a Simeone too defensive for City right now with what they have and what they've set up. And the other main problem is, will Kevin De Bruyne be staying with them? I think that is more concerning than just Pep staying with them.
Because if you take De Bruyne out of that team, Natesh, then Man City are not going to be the team. Yeah, they're not going to have that creativity.
Yeah, they lost to Leeds because of the same reason.
They won't. They'd be a different team if they lose.
De Bruyne will be very difficult to replace. Yeah.
Yes.
Who is there out there? Can you think of that can replace De Bruyne?
Nobody.
Exactly.
It's hard to say. Yeah, probably good.
I think that's what they're going Foden for, though.
But saying that, I have a question. Saying that, what you touched on, that Phil Foden can be that next big thing, right? And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, can he produce it every single week against Kevin De Bruyne? Like, can he be like Kevin De Bruyne? Because if De Bruyne leaves,
I think he can.
He doesn't have the passing range and the vision. He doesn't have those.
No, he doesn't.
Like De Bruyne has.
Not in the minute.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, but he will pick up.
But he will in the future. Give him in the next 5 years. He's only what? How old is he? Like 22, 23, something like that. Next 5 years, he'll be like 28 or something like that. And then that's hitting his prime. That's going to hit his prime.
He's 20.
He's 20. Right. Okay. So technically, Foden's got like another at least 10 years. 10 years in him at least. Yeah. So that's plenty of time. That's a long time, right? But Foden can become one of those best players, right? He shows it consistently. He's scored against Arsenal before. Foden literally just knows how to pull the strings together. But do you think he's consistent, though? Can he be consistent every single week if Kevin De Bruyne... I know De Bruyne signed that contract till 2025, but if someone comes in like a Real Madrid for assistance, right? Because how old is Kevin De Bruyne?
Pretty old, isn't he? 28, 29 now? Quite old now.
So he'll get to like what? 33, 34, right?
He'll be gone.
He'll be gone. Because there's no way
he's 29.
He's 29, right? 2025, 4 years, 33 years old. You really think Manchester City are going to keep De Bruyne at 33? They're already getting rid of Aguero. Yeah. So it's an opportunity for someone like Foden who can come in and be the next big thing. He's got potential to be it. But can he show it consistently every single week? Can he be that Kevin De Bruyne? Because take De Bruyne out of that team and Sterling out of that team, City are nothing. Honestly, they're nothing. They can win a game, but they're nothing.
No, I don't even consider Sterling that good. But the thing is, Foden is never going to replace De Bruyne because his role in that team is very different. De Bruyne plays deep. He has to play those long balls over the top, and the passing range and the vision is very different from what Foden does. Foden has to play those one-two passes. He's a finisher. He plays as a striker at times. So that role is quite different from Kevin De Bruyne. They will have to get another player to replace Kevin De Bruyne. Even Ferran Torres can't do what De Bruyne does. Those are different sets of players. So they can replace maybe like a Gabriel Jesus and maybe a Raheem Sterling up front. But these guys are not going to be replacing the central midfield guy. So they will have to find another player in the future. Like maybe if De Bruyne is leaving.
Well, that's something for the future, to be honest. I mean,
maybe we should make a video about a debate about Kevin De Bruyne and Foden. That would be quite interesting.
That should be, but I do. It'd be interesting to see for the future. But one thing's for sure, they are really looking seriously like they could win the quadruple. Right? They really, really do. So,
and they become the first team ever to do that.
Yeah. In one one word answer then, right? Who's going to win the Champions League and the Europa League?
PSG, Champions League, Europa League, Man United.
Nitish?
I feel right now Chelsea and Arsenal. Chelsea Champions League, Arsenal Europa League.
You'd say Arsenal.
Brilliant.
Retro.
I'm going to say Man City Champions League. And Europa League, I'm going to say Arsenal.
I'm going to say Man City, Villarreal.
You think Villarreal?
Good evening.
Yep.
Oh God, good evening.
He's a specialist.
You know one thing I will say about Manchester City. If Sterling and Jesus had started that game against Dortmund, they would have been gone home with nothing to show for it. It's because for players like Foden who are actually very committed, and I don't think Foden will ever leave Manchester City because he's a Manchester City fan. He's born and brought up there, so I don't think he has any plans of leaving City till he retires. And so I think if it was like Gabriel Jesus and probably Sterling starting that game, and if they played like they did against Leeds, Dortmund would have gone through quite easily and comfortably.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap. Just gonna go through a couple of comments whilst I just quickly load this back up again. Greetings. So glad have a wonderful slap to the face to Prague, more satisfying than an all-you-can-eat buffet. Yes, definitely. My only hope is that the EPL seems like United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs will bring the fight to City next season. If it wasn't for Liverpool in the last 3 seasons, the Premier League could have been like a Farmers League. Champions, PSG, and Europa. Villarreal. Thank you. Lovely content, mate. Keep up the good work. Don't let the haters right, derail you from a good cause you are doing. Absolutely. Because these haters have got fuck all, right? Honestly, mate, they've got fuck all. Arsenal win the Europa League. City wins the Champions League. Yeah. Right. Thanks for everyone that's tuned in. Please do hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Right. It's been a good debate. And yeah, bless for you and for your efforts. Big up. And well, Arsenal, Villarreal in the semis, right? Real Madrid, Roma and Man United. Then it's Real Madrid, Chelsea, and Man City versus PSG. Right. So we'll be looking forward to that when it comes to around about the 29th and 28th, 27th of May, of April, sorry. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well. We will see you guys later on at 1 p.m. for the match reaction to Arsenal versus Slavia Prague. Take care, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
And God bless you.
At a time.